Hello, I'm Greg Sprunk. I own Superior Cleaning Equipment, and today we're going to talk about the different types of pumps. Industrial tri-plunger pumps, direct drive pumps, what their purposes are, what the pros and cons are, because believe it or not, there are pros and cons to all of them. Okay, I own Superior Cleaning Equipment. I have been in the business for 35 years. Before that, I, for 6 years, had a contract cleaning business, and we had 10 pieces of equipment in 5 trucks. So I worked on a lot of these pumps, 1 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock at night, 5 in the morning, had repacked them, changed the oil seals, things of that nature, and of course I've been selling them. We're one of the top dealers in the country for brands such as Landa, Karcher, Mighty M, PowerJet, and some other ones. So I like to think I have a little bit of experience, but I'm going to take a little bit of a different tack today, and I'm not going to talk too technical, but I am going to talk to you like you're somebody that's coming in and looking for some equipment, and you want to know some of the differences between the different pumps and why you would not have a cold or a hot water unit with a certain type of pump on it. Okay, so for example, I've got laid out here just cold water units, right? Same thing applies on hot water units as it does on cold water units, but I've got 3 different types of units here. This is a direct drive, okay? This is also a direct drive, but it's a consumer type unit. This is called a kind of a Axial type pump or a smaller tri-plunger pump. These are Axial pumps over here, okay? And then you've got a belt drive pump, all right, on this belt drive unit. Now, why all the different types of pumps, okay? So for example, these smaller pumps that come on this unit here, and then these are a different variation. This is a consumer pump, basically. You can see the size of it. You can see the oil bath capacity. This is a very good consumer pump, okay? You've got your oil sight glass here. You've got your, it's kind of a tri-plunger pump. It's got an integrated unloader. This is where your water comes in. But you see the size of this pump, and you see that it's bolted directly onto the engine. What that means is that in a direct drive pump, any kind of direct drive pump, the engine is spinning the same speed, a pump is spinning the same speed as the engine, okay? Why is that important? Well, if it's a small pump and it's spinning the same speed as the engine RPM, you're gonna have a lot more wear, okay? It's gonna wear out a lot faster, and the size of the pump matters, yes? Size does matter. So it's the oil bath capacity, it's the size of the packings, the valves, the rods, and the crank inside that pump, right? So again, for the price point, this particular unit is a Karcher Pro-Am. Got a nice little tri-plunger pump on it, but look at the size of it. Now here's another direct drive pump, okay? Here's a Landa pump in a direct drive, bolts onto the shaft of the motor. But look at the size of this. Believe it or not, this is rated at 4,000 PSI. This is 3,000 PSI. Both of these are 3,000 PSI pumps. Totally different gallons per minute, right? This is probably, I think, I'm going to look at it right here, a 2 gallon a minute unit. This is a 4 gallon a minute unit. These are some other Axial pumps. Okay, you can see, again, you got the 3 little plungers in here. Look at the size of this pump, okay? There's not a lot going on in that pump. These are basically pumps that we stock. So if you buy a Generac or some sort of Home Depot-ish, consumer model unit, we can just sell this to you bolted on. This is a vertical pump, okay? So this got a vertical shaft in it. You bolt it back on there, you're out of here for $300, $350. Now the dirty little secret of this is that machine probably cost you $350 to buy in the first place, or $300. Now, am I ragging on these? No. If you're a homeowner and you want something light and you don't want to carry this around or this around, okay, or it's an electric unit and you want something lightweight and you're washing once every month, okay, maybe that's me, or maybe every quarter or something like that. You're cleaning cool decking out. What you sacrifice in quality and durability makes up for it in the ease of use around the house. These little pumps in here, this type of unit, they use a little 1/4 inch hose. Much easier than this braided vinyl hose that we have over here. This is a lot heavier. This is a single wire braid, can be a 2-wire braid. This is easier to maneuver, but this unit is not something you're gonna go out and make money with, okay? You're not gonna spend money. You're gonna burn through this unit. These pumps only last so many hours. They have different ratings for the hours. So besides the size and besides the durability, why have a unit like this? It's only in the application. It's only in the fact that you're going to be washing your house. You're going to be spending maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes. If you have a really big house, maybe an hour, hour and a half, and then you're going to put that thing away back in the garage, okay? So for homeowner consumer use, these smaller pumps like this do the job, but you're not going to have this year after year, and you're not going to use it all year long, okay? So let's move into the direct drive pump. So here's a direct drive pump, okay? 3,000 PSI. Going back to what I said before, direct drive pumps have come a long way, okay? There's a lot of machines, the majority of cold water machines that you see out there, even industrial machines, and a minority of hot water machines use a direct drive pump, okay? This direct drive pump, and there's a big difference in direct drive pumps, right? That's one. This direct drive pump has valves, packings, O-rings. You can rebuild this pump. The unloader is not integrated into the pump. You buy this pump and replace this pump. You see these items right here? This item here and this item here. You have to buy the unloader. You've got to throw away the whole unit. Okay, you got to replace the whole unit. You have a unit like this. This unloader is bolted separately, okay, to the pump. So you can replace this part, even though this is an industrial direct drive, okay, not considered, it's not a belt drive unit, but this is a great machine. You can replace the unloader, you got a downstream chemical injector, it all operates separate from the pump. You can repack this pump, you can rebuild it, there's parts available. There's no use spending money or time or labor on repacking any of these pumps. It's a giant waste of money and a pain in the ass, quite frankly. We don't do it. We just sell you a new pump. This, however, you can repack and rebuild. So if you're looking for a direct drive pump, you want to make sure it's something like this particular pump. This has a 7-year warranty on the back end of the pump, okay? Parts are available for this, okay, through your Landa or Karcher dealer. This unloader is available, okay, online. You have to adjust the unloader, and you have to set the spike pressure. You just don't want to do this at home, throw it on there, and then, because you could burn up the pump by not doing it right. So there's a little bit more into it, but you start to slowly move into this industrial side, and you find this type of a direct drive pump. Here's another pump, okay, this is another direct drive pump. It's a little bit bigger than this one, but again, look at the valve size, look at the crank and the oil bath capacity. This is the oil bath capacity on this pump. That's the oil bath capacity on this pump. Big diff, okay? So a good direct drive pressure washer, you know, they sell a lot of Hondas on there, and you'll see a lot of companies, they'll throw a Honda on there. It might be kind of the consumer brand Honda, and they'll say, oh, it's got a Honda. This is a GX series engine, so this is a nice Honda when you start moving into these GXs. That's the more industrial version of the Honda. But they'll throw like a pump like that on there, and then they'll tell you it's 3,000 PSI, and it's an industrial machine. That's not right, okay? This is not an industrial pump. You might have a decent engine on it, okay? But that's not an industrial pump. You want something that you can look at, repack, and rebuild that's beefy, okay? So where do you go from here? So the next thing you do is you go up and do a belt drive pump. Now this is a belt drive pump. So what's a belt drive pump versus a direct drive pump? Okay, this unit, this is, as you can see, larger than any of the other pumps, okay? A much larger oil capacity, much larger rod, crank, packings, valves, okay? Again, separate unloader, but this is spinning half the speed of this. That's the big difference, right? This is heavier, bulkier, okay? I've sold these for 35 years. Some of these machines are still out in the field from when I first became a dealer, and they're still running, okay? That machine right there, okay, is a more expensive machine. It's got a vibration dampening platform. It's got a GX Honda engine on it, okay? great engine, but this is what makes this machine, is the pump. Again, 7-year warranty on the back end of the pump, on the crank and the rod, but you've got belts in here, okay? And these belts, dual belts, okay, are spinning half the speed of the motor. They're pulleyed up, so there's a pulley on the other side of this, okay? That's a larger pulley, and then you got a smaller pulley on the engine. And this might be 3,450 RPM engine. This is at 1,700, okay? You've got I think the right specs on this one are not, this is 1,200 RPM, but the difference is usually about half. Now, why is that important? So not only do you have twice the belt, now you have twice the capacity and the size of the engine, of the pump and the components, you're running at half the speed. So how can it not last longer? How can it not be a more durable pump? Anybody that you see out making money with this type of equipment, 90% of them, they're belt drive pumps. Not very often. There are portable hot waters with direct drive pumps, but they're not something that we're going to recommend you go out and make money with, okay? You're just gonna have too many problems if you're using that 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, like a lot of contract cleaners do, okay? So that's kind of the recap. And if you look over here and you see inside of here is a cutaway. This is of a Landa LT5030. It's a 5 gallon a minute, 3,000 PSI pump. But look at the guts on this thing, okay? Look at the size of the packings. Look at the size of the ceramic pistons and plunger. Okay, look at the size of the crank and the rod on this. That's an industrial pump, okay? And that's what you want if you're gonna be going out and making money. So, kind of a recap. Direct drive, vertical, and horizontal axial pumps all serve a purpose, okay, especially on lightweight homeowner units. They're throwaways. You cannot repack or rebuild them, nor do you really want to. Direct drive pumps can be really good. There's some really good direct drive pumps, and then there's some really cheap direct drive pumps. You want something that you can rebuild. You want something with a separate unloader on it, okay? And then you've got your belt drive, the Mac Daddy. Okay, those are great. Now there is one pump that we don't have in here that is a hybrid, a bit between a direct drive pump and a belt drive pump, and it's in between. It's called a gear drive. So what they do is they use a gear drive. This is not one, this is just a flange. But you have a separate sprocket in here, or gears that come together that almost kind of serve as a pulley. So you get a little bit lower RPM than you would by mounting it direct. So, and I'm just throwing some things out here, but so maybe that engine spinning 3,000 RPM, this might be 1,800 RPM instead of 1,500. They're a good solid option if you can't afford a belt drive pump and you want to go to a gear drive pump. That's kind of a tweener in between those two. So, all of these pumps, all of these parts for these pumps, we have 40,000 part numbers on our website. You can order these things online. It's really helpful if you're looking for parts or you're looking for a pump replacement to have the model, the serial number, whether it's right-handed or left-handed. You can look those parts up online. A lot of times we have the manuals. Your pressure washer would have a manual on there, have a breakdown of your pump. If you're calling in or you're chatting online with us on our website and you give us that information, that's very, very helpful. A lot of times on these machines, you have a serial plate here, on the top here, on the top here, on the top right here will tell you what that model and make is and then what that pump's mated with. Because last but not least, you don't want to just slap any pump on any engine with any pulley or any gear drive. These pumps are made to be fit with certain motors, okay? And then what really comes into play is a nozzle. We see a lot of people that go online and they say, hey, I've got this pump, I just want to replace the pump. He slaps that on a 13 horse, that same pump might work on a 9 horse, but you're not getting the same output. And then the big thing is, then you've got the nozzle size. And that's a separate video that we have on nozzles and why to check and use different nozzles and how those things are specified for specific machines. Every serial plate here on here has got also on here a nozzle size, okay? And what nozzle you want to use with that pump and motor and pulley. So a lot of intricacies there, so just be aware of all these things when you're looking for a machine. And we hope that you choose us as you replace existing equipment, or you start new businesses, or you're looking to repair and service and upgrade the machines that you have. And again, my name's Greg with Superior Cleaning Equipment, www.sceclean.com. 800-635-4903 is our toll-free number. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Sorry if I went a little fast or got a little windy. I like this kind of stuff, and we hope to see you soon.